What's up, guys? I hope you're doing good. Today we are joined by EE. I don't have to present him. I guess I don't have to introduce him to you because you all know him. So, okay, the American caster, the American commentator. He's been out here since Smash 4, even since Brawl. Maybe I don't know because I've been here since Smash 4. So I don't know what you've been doing before that. You tell me. You tell me. Okay. Whoa. Okay. 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 So yeah, we're really glad to have you here today. We're going to talk about, as I told you earlier, the first semester of 2026. So we're going to talk about the best players, players who did better than during the previous season, players who did worse, all favorite players of the season, and so on and so forth. So yeah, how are you guys doing? All right. Well, for the time zone, to be honest, it's not that hard for us considering, we. Oh, hold on. They say they are not hearing you. Hold on. Maybe it's. Okay, so can you
Go ahead.
try this? Yeah, okay. Okay, so should be good now. So yeah, you talked about the time zone. I was saying, basically we're used to watching, American tournaments, so the time zone is not that big of a deal for us.
Yeah.
Because so right now for us it's 7.5. It's not that hard. Like would have been harder if you were Japanese because then Japanese time is like okay. So Japanese tournaments for us, so they usually start like at night. I don't know around 4 a.m. sometimes 3 a.m. So
Damn.
when we watch Kagaribi, for example, we've had to stay awake until 2 a.m. for the beginning, and then stay awake like was like when did it end again for us? Maybe 2 p.m. So yeah, from 2 a.m. to
2
2 p.m.
p.m. Damn.
Yeah. So this way it would have been harder, but for American people in general, it's not that hard to be honest.
Right.
So
I
yeah.
well, a lot of the Japanese tournaments that I watch, they usually start at like the top cut, I should say. Like the
Mm,
top cut will start at like 9:30, 10 o'clock my
mm.
time. So really I'll just like pop an energy drink and I'm just kind of good
Yeah,
to
yeah,
go,
yeah.
bro. I'm just
Yeah,
chilling.
it's not the same for us, unfortunately.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
Especially during majors, because you have to stay awake for like several days in a row. So like it's like okay, on Saturday you have to stay awake from 2 a.m. to I don't know 1 p.m. and then on Sunday from 3 a.m. to I don't know 2 p.m. and when you have a job or something, it gets really hot.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm like, I mean, I guess my job is content creation
Mm,
until it comes to a point where that doesn't pay the bills.
mm.
And then you might see my black ass back at Wendy's or something. You know what I'm saying? But
I get you. So
keeping it
yeah,
real, you know?
let's hope it keeps going that way. Like, let's hope you keep making enough to keep going.
That's the plan, brother. That's the plan. We're
Yeah,
doing all
yeah.
right right now. We're doing all
Yeah,
right.
because for now I'm not making a living off Smash. I do get some money, but it's not enough so I have to make it work.
No, I understand that, bro. It really just comes down to like what are we, year 8 or whatever? Like everybody, I
Mm,
keep telling everybody we just need a new game at some point, bro.
mm,
Like I know they cooking something up.
yeah.
Serve the plate.
Oh yeah.
Serve the plate.
About that, do you think we're going to have a Smash 6 or an Ultimate Deluxe?
Listen, a lot of people, I need people to listen to me. I need
Uh,
people to be realistic
yeah,
with
yeah,
their expectations.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed the trend of Big N? I love Nintendo. This Big N loves that Big N, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact of the matter remains they are going to take Smash Ultimate into the Mario Kart 8 realm. It's going to be deluxe
Yes,
after
yes,
deluxe after
yes,
deluxe. That's it.
yes, yes. I
Yeah, I
got the
agree.
same book as you. I think the same. I think the same.
Yeah, I mean, but would you rather have, because that's another question, would you rather have an Ultimate Deluxe or a Smash 6 game?
Why not both? Why not both?
But like the next game, would you?
I mean, dude, it depends. Like, it depends. If you tell me a true Smash 6 has been in development for like 3 years, I'm like, okay, maybe we have like another year and a half, 2 years before it drops. Fine. But if you're gonna tell me like, oh, like Sakurai just finished with Kirby Air Riders, so now we're gonna start development on that and get you something in like 4 or 5 years. Nah, give me a deluxe, bro. Just make some tweaks. Give me a 3-character Fighters Pass 3, and let's just
Yeah,
keep it pushing. That's it.
yeah.
It's a simple formula. See, niggas like me need to work at Nintendo. I'm just gonna keep it real.
I
Because
agree. I agree.
I would be streamlining all these decisions,
Mm.
and we would just be getting things done. I'm just you know.
Because sometimes
That's
you
it.
don't understand what they're thinking with their decision making. It
No
feels like
clue.
they're not even playing their own games.
It's
Sometimes you
tough
have to
out there, man.
wonder.
It's
But,
tough.
but yeah, I think Ultimate is a fantastic game, and I feel like with a few patches here and there, and with a few more characters, it would just be perfect. It's already really, really good as it is, and I feel like people are just a lot of people are being more and more pessimistic about it, and I think they don't realize how good we have it as of today with the game compared to other
I mean,
games.
the game itself is dope. It's still a dope game. Like, every game at a competitive level has some level of cringe. It is what it is.
Mm. Mm, 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 mm,
I don't.
Chris, you wanted to say something? Is he listening to me?
I have
Chris,
no idea.
did you want to say something? He's not listening. I don't know what he's doing, but whatever. Okay, let's let's switch to
That
the
is a
main
man who
topic.
is focused.
T'as bugué, my bad.
Ah, okay, okay. So, did you want to say something?
No, I think the same. I think Smash Deluxe Ultimate, it will be amazing with another fighter pass or maybe two to got Shadow in the game. Finally. My dream
Shadow,
game, bro.
wait, Shadow over Knuckles? Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, Shadow, bro.
Okay. I get behind that.
Yeah, I mean, well, like, okay. So I think Knuckles is like the more interesting choice gameplay wise, but like if I listen to the Sonic Fine within myself, I'm like, bro, Shadow the Hedgehog in Smash Bros. Like you get me. Like I think Shadow is a cooler character.
Shadow is peak.
So,
Shadow is peak.
like he's more iconic. He's a cooler character. But in terms of like sheer gameplay, like we already have Sonic at home, So I don't know. I don't know. Like both characters would be really good. So like it depends on like whether I listen to I don't know, like the competitor in me or like the fan in me. But I think both editions would be really great.
Listen, okay, if you put Shadow in the game, here's my idea for a rework for Sonic, right? For
Mhm.
people who want Tails, you just make Sonic and Tails play like a new Ice Climbers variant. Like you just make them a dual threat.
Okay.
Why not?
I mean, yeah, but like that, I don't think that's realistic. Like they would never do that. Like they would
Well,
never
that's
change
where Smash
Sonic to
6
that point.
that's where Smash 6 comes in if they just did a complete reboot and overhaul on some characters.
Yeah, but like to my knowledge, they've never like taken that many risks when changing a character. Like
Yeah, the biggest change we got is like when they kind of updated like Link. Like he still sucks.
yeah.
They didn't give him
So,
any of his good powers.
so usually they just copy a character and then paste him to the next game. So I don't really believe in that. But yeah, anyway, to go back to the main topic, I mean, to start on it because we haven't even started yet. We're going to talk about the season so far. So, okay, so what do you think of the dynamic between the three main regions today compared to last year?
EE, I think you will be mad, but listen to me, brother. Listen, look at my eyes right now.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Look at my eyes right now. I think right now, European people, if any player come to my house, they cannot win. I think you guys, you right now come at our major and you cannot win. The level between us is close. Look at what scrap. Look at what scrap do to your guys, bro. It destroy your gut and beat your brother in the same tournament. Right now, European people, we ready. Last year, Luigi come at Genesis, beat your guys and make top 8. Bro, this is right now.
He did make top 8. He did. Yep. Okay. So here's what I would say to that. I think that is excellent to have pride in your people. It's excellent to be confident in your people. My rebuttal to that would be we have a long sheet, a long resume of history that says NA historically beats your asses when it matters and when it counts, and more consistently. Now, I understand things change over time. Okay, and you guys got some outstanding players over there. You mentioned Lugi. I like Lugi a lot. Gluto's a mainstay. Mezcal's on the come up. This guy's incredible, right? But are you really going to say with a straight face you're stacking these people up against Leo, Spargo, Sonics?
No, but for me,
okay, no, his argument, his point, like he wasn't really precise about his point. His point is if you remove the top 15 players.
No, this is not my book. My book is for me Mexican player, American player, American Latin. It's like Argentina.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
he thinks, he thinks Mexico is part of Latin America, and like, okay, for him, NA is like the USA and Canada, but not Mexico, not RD, not whatever. So basically, all the countries that speak Spanish do not count. Basically,
that's fine because we still got Light, Tweak, Zamba, Syrup, Peanut, like, and a slew of other like.
I swear, listen, bro, I love you so much. I respect your content from the beginning. I'm a big fan, bro. But after to say that, my bro, my black brother, my caster, right now, Zumba and Light cannot win here. You cannot, bro. You cannot. Zumba come last year, he got his ass beat so badly by Siski. Ruffalo, you recap the tournament, bro. I know you. I look in your stream, bro. You recap. We said, and Ruffalo free stock your boy.
You did game 5. I remember that game 5. I remember that.
Yeah, but he lost.
He did. Listen, okay, that's fair. I think there's something to be said about your crowds, right? I feel like your crowds they're great at energizing your people, your players. So it's harder sometimes maybe for like a foreigner to come over there and dominate the way I would expect. You know, it goes vice versa too. Not, you know. So I would say this to that. I will almost 100% guarantee you, okay? The next time you guys have a large tournament, okay? If any of like those 5 players I said attended, I will guarantee one of them will 100% win your event. I will guarantee.
Can you mention the players again? So just so we make sure.
Tweak.
Okay.
Light. Syrup, who actually didn't. No, did Syrup win the one? Did he win King of Fields? He did win King of Fields, huh?
Yeah, he won.
That's not too long ago, isn't it? Okay, so there you go. And then Zamba and Peanut. I got those 5 coming through and shellacking your folks. No questions. You tell me when the next big event is, and I'll start putting out some notifications to people. Like, y'all need to go to this.
I'm glad you're saying that because we got 2 in September. We got UFA in September, and we got Smash Mania in September. So start calling your guys. So start calling your guys. And to be honest, they can even attend both at the same time because they're 1 week apart. So like, I don't know, like Smash Mania is like on the first weekend of September. And then UFA is on the second weekend of September.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm gonna send my goons. I'm gonna send my goons. We're gonna
Bro,
see what you say.
bro.
But
We got
but
some
I need
dog
to.
right here.
Okay, so I just
We
need to
got
make it
some
clear.
dog.
I need to make it clear. I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him. So please do not put me in the sauce with him when they do win. I don't
Oh,
side with him because,
okay.
basically, I told him, okay, so of course we're like making them put the work to win, but I feel like we can prevent them from winning, but I wouldn't say they cannot win at all when they come to Europe. Like it's a different thing. We can beat them, so of course sometimes they're going to lose. Like it's not one-sided anymore as it was, like 4 or 5 years ago. It's not
Like,
I
one-sided
agree.
anymore. But
I
saying
agree.
they cannot win is like, man, that's a whole other sentence.
Yeah,
So
I believe in my dogs.
it's tough because like I've always been on the side of like I love improvement. I love when new players start to like show up and show out. I think it's awesome. I think it's what like Tarek's a good example. Tarek was kind of middle of the pack. Now I see Tarek as more of a high level threat
mm,
consistently. You know what I mean? Like that's somebody who I see from like overseas who I think is fantastic.
mm,
So I know you guys are capable, but what's happening is just like a battle of just like pure pride. And I will
mm,
always stand by my
mm,
guys.
mm.
I will always stand by my guys all day, every day. Sit.
We are going to bring a European flag. Like, bring your guys at Smash Mania, bring your guys at UFA. We're going to bring a European flag as well, and we'll see who's who.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
We,
And like I
we,
said,
we,
I wrote both
we,
those down to tell
we
people.
need the smoke. We really need this smoke, bro. We
Yeah,
need
Need
it.
the
and
smoke.
and to be honest,
Yeah,
we're tired of like some NA players not traveling. Like, I'm not going to say who because then Light is going to get mad. But but we actually need some people to travel more often to Japan and to Europe because
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you, and like this
Talk
time
to
it's
me.
not even targeted at a Light specifically, but I feel like some NA players do get a lot of points in the ranking by staying in their regions and farming B tiers. We need to say it. Like we have to. We have to be honest about that. I'm not saying they're doing it intentionally because
Sure.
everyone has their situation. Like if you don't have money, I'm not going to criticize you about it. But I'm going to be honest with you. When I look at Syrup and Zomba's page on the Lumi rank, the alt rank, and I see
Mhm.
they have like 40 sets together, and like, bro, they're both top 10 and they have 40 sets together. So it means
Yeah.
like Syrup has 20 wins on a top 10 player just because he lives next to him. Like, bro, please just travel.
yes.
Listen. I agree that there probably should be some sort of like adjustment or estimate of like, okay, like you can't just keep farming each other for wins. But at the same time, I don't want it to feel like, well, these events that do pop up are being punished because of that. So I think it's
Of
great
course.
Yeah, I think
that we
the
have
same.
a healthy scene. I think that's awesome.
Mm.
But there should be like a little bit of due diligence, just like, okay, like, if you guys met 4 weekends in a row, maybe you
No,
kind of take the
think
average of
think
that.
I think the best is to the win to if the bigger the major is, the bigger the win count and less
Yeah.
the tournament is, and less it's count, because if you beat Syrup at a S or P tier, it's
Yep.
better to beat Syrup at a C or B tier. I think it can be fair like this.
I hear you.
But
I hear you.
just say that at my boy, I think it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt and your guy at
Yeah.
years 2025 American. You have been so bad, my bro, so bad. Everyone come to your house, destroy you. How can you say to me in a year no one of you guys can win a tournament when you got the Japanese? Because Gluto did. He come to Battle of BC and he won a major when you got Mia, Akola, Hurt. But you guys can't do that because they was too weak. And you was at your stream say, guys, please, American need to step up. But this year,
Well,
I have to give you flower because right now, American NA player are my MIP of the seasons. You guys doing good job. You're doing good job, and you give it to Japanese player. People like Light at Level Expo, he come with a big hand, strong, good mentality. He destroy her. He put her out the tournament by himself. He beat him 2 times. Zomba going Zomba things. And Leo, the demon is back. King Von is back. King Von is back, bro.
Crazy.
King Von is back, bro. Going to Mia house to make it cry. Mia was so shocked. He took his phone and said, I think Game Watch is not top 5. What Leo did to this man?
Yes.
Like this. What he did to him, bro.
And he tried to cheese him too, because he tried to sneak in Steve there too, tried to be slick. Tried to be slick and still got his ass beat. So like Leo was prepared for all that. Yeah, that was really good too, because the people you mentioned, aside from Leo, had good performances at Level Up. Then Leo goes to Kaguribi, gets a top 4. That was really sick. That was a outstandingly good event. I really enjoyed that. But that kind of goes to show, like, it's so hard to be consistent for everybody. Like, I know you said, like, it's tough for some of my guys to get the job done. Well, I will remind you, because he lives in Las Vegas half the time, my boy Sonics did win Genesis, and a lot of your boys and a lot of them Japanese boys was at that event. So I'm just saying, we got, that counts in my book. That counts in my book. But overall, I think it is a hard matchup spread when you're just going like, people, characters, like there's so many different variables. I'll tell you the truth. There's like probably like, I could probably think of like 3 or 4 people I think from EU who at any given moment could potentially win a tournament, because I do think you guys are that good. Like, you got your Gluto, you got your Reflow. I think Crepe Saleh, even though I don't like the way he plays, that monk is a demon too. He's a monster. Crepe Saleh and Lugi as well. Bro. Yeah, Lugi as well. Like, you guys got like legit threats. You should be proud of your threats.
We're very proud. We're proud because at Genesis we say to Louis Money, let's give a fit European player XNA to destroy Japan. Right now we tired because they won everything. They come to Europe, they win. They come to NA, they win. At home, they win. We just like the heart is for them. We cannot win anymore. So I'm very proud of what European player and especially NA player did this season to come with a dog mentality and make some damage. I remember Rimoni too after banner. He beat me, so
that was great. Yeah,
he did a good job, a very, very good job. So
I think the top, like, and two, if you kind of think about it, like, just looking at like our NA region and then you guys in Europe, like we are really all just kind of fighting the same battle at the top against Japan. Doramigi, Min, Akola, and Carmelo's, Steve players, Mia, Steve, Game and Watch, like Hurt. Snake, like we're all just kind of fighting the same battle to an extent. So, at me personally, you guys, at least you speak English. So I'm gonna root for you guys against Japan sometimes. I'm kidding. But no, it's just like, it feels like it's a team effort sometimes to really make sure Japan doesn't just keep running away with things, because they are so godlike and so gifted at the game. Like, the consistency is just there.
So that leads me to my next question. Why do you think Japan is now so good compared to, previously? Because so before, of course, Japan has always been really good, but what makes Japan like better than the rest today? Because of course, before NA used to be the best region, blah 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 blah. So what changed, in your opinion?
I mean, if I had to take a guess, I would say Japan has a lot of events going on that we don't even oftentimes know about. Like, they'll have like 13 or 20 man locals, and it's just some of the best players stay there consistently honing their skills and essentially like kind of elevating their other players. And then they have like a really good online system too. We don't have that because I feel like because Japan is smaller, like it's just their Wi-Fi connection, their infrastructure is just better. You know what I mean? Like their Smash Mate is well organized. People take that very, very seriously. Like that is a prideful thing. It's not like just, you know, herky jerky. Oh, let's do an Iron Man like you see people doing here. Like they take that shit very seriously. You know, that standing online affects your standing offline in their realm. So I think like that way of being able to compete consistently, the fact that they seem like they always like want to kind of elevate each other. And it just kind of like has built up this level of consistency. And another thing too is because they travel so much, I really feel like that helps them. Like when they show up to an event, it's no longer like, oh, a jet lag issue. It's like, okay, let's let our bodies retune for like a day and a half, and we're ready to go. You know, if we go over to Japan, like these guys are just sluggish, they're tired because they're not used to it. Some of these guys, remember, me have traveled like 2 or 3 times back and forth in 1 month for events. Shit's crazy, bro. You know what I mean? So I feel like that grind, their online infrastructure, and like it seems like a good like sharing of knowledge is what's really helping them. And they don't shy away from just playing the best damn characters, by the way. That also doesn't hurt. Like I saw that Shuton had said, like, because I know Supernova imposed this rule where Steve isn't like basically able to counterpick. He can't select the stage, right? And Shuton was like, nah, that's whack, bro. I want to beat these people at their full power. That's how we do it in Japan. What y'all doing over here? You're looking at us like we're crazy, you know what I mean? So, and he didn't even play Steve. He just plays Alamar and Aegis. So it's that willingness to accept the challenge at its highest level that I think gives them a little bit of an edge.
I feel like to go back to what you said, to be honest, that's something. Well, I'm going to ask you a question because I've always said Japanese players are not congratulated enough for their like their mentality and I would say the energy they give to the game, because I feel like Japanese players in general are just more involved in the game. Like when you see Japanese top players flying out to America, like Doramigi goes to NA several times a year. Mia, like he's always traveling. Akola, well, he's been traveling less these days, but still he goes to NA several times a year. And a lot of players shoot on, he's always there. And like the opposite cannot be said for American players. Even though like Japanese players don't earn money from like winning tournaments, and
not at all.
NA players do. So like I don't even get it. Like Shuton is not like, I guess he gets money from his sponsor, but besides that, like he doesn't get money from winning tournaments in Japan. So like he's going to like he gets more money from going to NA, I guess, but like, you know, it still costs a lot, and of course it depends on your result at the end of the day, because if you do bad, you don't get any money. So like I don't get how like American players who can, you know, save money from winning tournaments don't travel to Japan more often, and on the other side, Japanese players who don't get any money from winning tournaments on in their country travel like several times a semester even.
Yep. Well, it's actually a pretty simple, easy answer, because at this point, it's been established like very clearly that Japan will always just travel over here for like a big event. Like, you know, like a certain number, like 4 or 5 Japanese players will just boom come over here for one of like our bigger events, like without fail, right? So a lot of times, what I think is it makes a lot of players over here a little bit more like complacent, like, oh, well, they always come here at some point. I'll get a run back at some point. I don't really need to go over there. Even though Japan does put out a lot of events that are like of A-tier caliber. Like there's never a reason you can't travel. Yeah, like there's never a reason you can't get over there and compete in a really high ranked event. I think you kind of hit the nail on the head though. But Japan, they're used to just playing for pride, right? So like anything they get when they come over here, like they actually get paid, is just like a bonus. They're like, oh, okay, this is great. Like we're just gonna, you know, I feel like I can do well at this event. Sweet. I'm gonna make some actual money at this event too. Get my rankings up, get some good wins, and then we're win bam boom back over there. If you're over here in America, you're like, I gotta spend how much to make what? And I might get cooked because I'm tired? Nah, I'm not doing that. That's just what it is. That's just the mentality. Like you get the exceptions every now and then, like that Kagaribi, like Kagaribis, the one in the summers will do or springs will do like really, really well for like overseas talent. But like that's kind of it. And that's kind of like only a recent development too. That was never a consistent thing, from what I remember.
And about that, I have to shout out Leo because Leo is one of the few. Well, he's not American, but you know, you get the point. Like,
Yeah, close enough.
yeah, he's one of the few players who do put the work in. Like last year, he went to Japan several times. He went to Taiwan. He went to Dominican Republic. He went to Canada. And he went to Europe several times as well. Like he went everywhere. He went everywhere.
Yes, he
but
did.
I feel like some people, like, I don't know, like Tweak, well, I don't know their personal issues. So like, I'm not saying like they have to because, of course, like I don't know the details, but in general, I really feel like NA players should travel more to Japan because what Japan has compared to NA is that, you know, they also have a lot of high level players with shady characters. Like for example, Leaf is like top 50 in the world with Robin, bro. And like the second best Robin is not even top 150 or like top 200. Like the gap between Leaf and the second best Robin in the world is abysmal. And they have a lot of players like that. For example, Shiroyuki is like fucking awesome. He's also like top 50 in the world. He's top rated like a few majors here and there. And like this, who's the second best Inkling, bro? I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, I would have had it at Space, but I don't think Space.
Yeah, he's not playing anymore.
And then Cosmos is just going
Cosmos
fishing.
Cosmos. Yeah.
Yeah. There's another guy. He wouldn't be on Shiryuki's level. Colorado, I think. Is his name.
Colorado. Yeah.
I guess I would probably put him in that spot. But like, there's like such a huge gap. I see what you're saying. It's kind of like with Bowser. Like over there. Remember, like a couple years ago, they had that guy Hero who was sick, getting some results. He's kind of like off now, and then like the guy Rearlet's their good Bowser over there now too, who does really well. I know we have like Leon over here, but again, like just compared to some of the wins, there's the gap right there. Same with like Mild with the solo DK lately.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Like it's just like they're outstanding at just kind of like. Demonstrating a lot of these characters like potential, and then that kind of opens the door for other people to be like, oh, like let me peek my head in, maybe I can kind of do something with this too. But yeah, I've seen a lot of characters that I wouldn't expect to do much really kind of perform well at Japan. Most recently, Shindalion, the Ganondorf player. Like, how do you even like explain what this motherfucker is able to do with Ganondorf? It's insane.
Yeah, he's just that good.
And you know too, real quick, and you know too, it's not a gimmicky thing because there was another player, Haripano. I can't remember. I can't pronounce his name.
Harupoyo,
yeah. He was a Ganondorf player, and he was doing well too. And he was like, I want to do even better. Switch to Steve, and he was top 8 in like majors. So like it's just like the skill is there. If they apply it to even better characters, they're just gonna be even better players. That's kind of the scary thing.
So yeah, I feel like NA would benefit a lot from going more to Japan because then they can get experience from like more different characters and from more different playstyles because of course like Japanese players usually have playstyle that's much different from the NA playstyle, I guess. I guess you could put it like that. And yeah, I feel like we would just improve so much as a scene if we all try to, because to be honest with you, even European players travel more than NA players, bro.
European, I pretty much like your top level players. I would agree with that.
Yeah, of course. Well, the thing is, our high level players, like, how could I put it? Like, your high level players would be top players in our region. So, like, it's not the same thing. Like, I get why our high level players would not travel as much because they cannot really have the same expectations when coming to NA and to Japan. Like our high level players basically go like, I don't know, 1-2 or 2-2 in Japan, so they'll be like, what's the point? I still have so much yet to learn in my own region. But I feel like your high level players would have some more margin in this kind of tournaments. But
I
yeah.
I just want it to happen because, like, I mean, I know it might be like a more of a hard sell now because we are more. I would imagine we're definitely way closer to the end of this game than the
Mm,
beginning, so to be more of a hard. But definitely, like going forward, even like looking ahead at a potential new game,
mm,
would definitely like to see more of an even split for those players who can financially afford to do it. Because
mm.
I'm not counting nobody's pockets, but I know some of these motherfuckers can afford to go.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
just don't do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I know some
We're
of these
not we're
motherfuckers can
not
afford
going
to
to
go. They
say
just don't
who,
do it.
but
I ain't gonna say who. I'm not counting pockets. I'm not putting nobody's business out there. But I'm
Mm,
just saying there's some opportunity
mm,
to make some plays. Leave it
mm,
at that.
okay. So, who would you say is your most improved player in the season right now compared to the previous season?
Most improved player. You know what? Compared to what I saw, like, and this might be a little bit this might be
Controversial?
a little like kind of biased
Mm-hmm.
towards just what I saw them do like on the last season and then what
Mm-hmm.
I saw them do at Kagaribi and then subsequently after that.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody who I think has performed better so far this year or this ranking term, I think Cole has done a good job. He didn't top eight his last thing, which is fine, but everything else after that, he was doing really good after that, like run to 13th at Kagaribi.
Ah.
Like I thought the guy was playing exceptional, and I feel like it kind of like almost motivated him again.
Mm, mm,
I feel like MK Leo is somebody who again like wasn't really in a lot of those conversations where because I think he wasn't top 10 last ranking period, but I think he's been performing at a top 10 level.
mm,
I love that for him. I really
mm.
do. Who else could I say? Yada.
Yeah, yeah,
Yada's
yeah.
kind of back with a
Yeah, yeah,
vengeance,
yeah, yeah.
man. That guy is a
Yeah, he's
treat to
nasty.
watch, man. He is a treat to watch because you don't understand what's going on with
Mm,
him, and it's always a pleasure.
mm,
Who else? Monty. I think Monty's been doing great. You
mm-hmm,
know, I know he plays game and watch, so sometimes a little understated, but I think Monty has been
mm,
doing excellent.
mm.
And who else? Peanut.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Peanut and Louis are kind of like in the same
Mm,
territory where like they had a really hot start to the season and they've cooled off a little bit, but just given what they did like on the front half, I think they've definitely like
mm.
shown
Yeah.
great improvement. I mean, Louis was ranked like 50 on like the last ranking, and I think he
Mm,
is clearly a top 20 player in my opinion. So,
mm.
you
Well,
know,
top
just
20
some
is going
quick
to be
thoughts.
tough because there are a lot of good players, but like I
There
would say
are,
top
there are.
30 for sure, but then top
Okay,
20 like we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. I agree. I would say, well, to be honest, you named most of the players I would have named as well. So,
I mean, there's a ton of. I'm sure I'm like excluding a lot. I didn't really try and like even get too much into Japan
mm,
because that's always such an interchanging. Like
mm,
you never really know
mm.
where they're going. I'll tell you somebody who fell off. Raru, he
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
moving like
yeah,
he used to.
yeah,
His
yeah, yeah,
ass
yeah,
fell off a cliff. If you ask
yeah,
me,
yeah.
no disrespect. I'm
No,
just
no, no.
telling you
But
what I see.
we gotta say it. It's like you have to say it.
You know, and by that token, I would say my boy Karage has had a huge uprising with his
Mm,
Captain Falcon, bro.
mm.
He like Captain Falcon is one of those characters you can't expect to be consistent at every single A
To be
tier
honest, it
level
makes me
event,
wonder. I'm going to
but
be honest because
half the time he's hitting top eight. So
yeah,
what do you know?
like I used to. Well, my opinion of Falcon wasn't that great,
Yeah,
but when I watch Karage, I'm like, bro, nah, this guy is like this character is weird. Like there is something with that character, with the way he plays, because you cannot
oh
tell
yeah,
me that. Like when I watch him beat Ouch at I think it was Sumabato. I don't remember what tournament exactly, but he beat his ass so bad. I was like, bro, this character is not okay. This character is not okay, and like I think you know that Japan has a really really high opinion of Falcon, and like even the top
yeah,
players like Akola, Mia, they all say Falcon is broken, and like when you hear that, you're like, okay, but what do they see in that character? But when you see Karage, oh, so that's what they see.
yeah. Because I feel like with Karage, like what makes him so good at Falcon is I feel like Falcon is excellent, outstanding at the punish game. and like his ability to just kind of navigate through neutral to create those openings that put you in a situation where you're going like defensive options, and he's just like punish, like air dodge read, kill you, stomp, kill you. You know what I mean? Like this roll read, kill you. Like that's kind of the hallmark of that character to me. And I feel like Krage he just gets it perfectly, man. So like I said, I know he's not going to top 8 everything. It's still Falcon at the end of the day, but for what he does with the character, it's unreal to me. I think it's incredible. Love it.
I think Mescal. Well, of course, I'm going to be biased because it's my region as well, you know. But
Please.
I think Mescal has improved a lot. I think he's like
I
in
agree.
the top 100 area recently. That's what he's been around today.
Yeah.
I think Edish. I don't know if you know him, the Palutena player. Edish, he's the guy who beat Kola at Kagaribi in winner. Oh, not Kagaribi. I don't know if it was Kagaribi, but he beat Kola. He also,
I think it was Kagari because like Cola tried to go Pyramithra against him.
Yeah, and he
and
got
got
smoked
smacked,
as well.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
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 Yeah, he did really good during Golden Week in general. He did very good. I think he beat Raru too. He almost went top 8 at an S tier.
Tu parles de Fetish?
Ouais.
Ouais, yeah.
Yeah. So because we were talking about our most improved players during the season. So he talked about
I think in Europe, it's
What is-
Etish. No, Mescol, Etish, for me, and Ene, Limoni, and Vrat.
Yeah, Raft, yeah.
I got to give flower to Vrat because Vrat
Yeah,
last
Vrat's
year,
good.
some people, and this man right here, I have to say it, he talked badly to Vrat. He say, Vrat, good run, and I got to fight with some N-word. And I say, you got to win the N-word. Yeah, you. No, not you, he. Sarknight. He was like, Vrat,
Oh.
Vrat, no, he don't deserve to be top 20 because he make
Yeah, because
he make top 8 at Kagabri, he bet nothing. His job, I said to some people, some dumb people, because some people are stupid. They're not, instead, they don't think. I said, Vrat, his job is to go in tournament and play against people who he have. If he win, you don't have to say, he win because Spargo got upset, because this guy got upset. This is not his job. His job is he have an opponent and he have to play. And if he win, you have to give him flower. So being come to say his Kagaribi run was Cinderella because Spargo he's not able to play against Kazuya, we don't care. The boy make top 8 4 times at 4 super major in first season, and he got ranked 40 because some dumb people say I don't have a top 10 win player. Bro, if top 10 player can't be consistent, it's not his fault. God, this father. En plus,
That's a good ass point. You can only play who's in front of you.
Yes, bro. He's not
in front of you.
good. He's not good. He cannot make Spargo appear to in face and play him.
But-
So, and right now, this year, he continue to prove he's one of the 20 best player in the world. He's the second best Sonic in the world. I have a lot of love and respect for Ken, but
Yep.
Vrat is a different beast. He beat Akola. He beat Light at Riptide to make top 8. People have to respect this man. I don't say you have to love his gameplay because me, I don't like his gameplay. I don't like his Smash Bros. But I respect the competitor and I love the human. So
Yeah.
right now, my 2 MIP are Louis Money who bring Palu to the map because he in Europe we saw people had drug. Last year we hear something like it's more easy to perf with Donkey Kong than Palutena.
Oh, you know, just like the debate with, Incineroar, back when Sky was doing
the
really
same.
good, they were like, okay, so is Palutena really a better character than Incineroar? And like we kind of had this well, in Europe there was kind of this debate where like people would say when Magnao started doing really well, they were like, okay, but yeah, DK is not a better character than Palutena, but since he's more explosive, more inconsistent, isn't DK a better character to have like one single really good run than Palutena? Some people used to say that, yeah.
I get Palu, like, dude, she is a top 10 character. She survived like 5 nerfs. This character is busted as hell. I mean, we didn't know that at the time, but yeah, like, there's no Palu's insane. Character's insane. Who's that? Who's that? Oh, because we're talking about players like kind of most improved. I don't know if this guy would be like on the most improved, but he did surprise me with a win.
Mhm.
I think he beat Gluto at one of your events. He played Falco
Oh, Elias.
and
Yeah.
Paolo.
Elias,
Yes.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
very
Is
good.
Yeah.
he like considered like a top player over there? Or like,
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was
depends.
just
Okay,
curious.
so
He beat Asimo too, yeah.
So stay with me now because we like Negato and I have different definitions of a top player.
Okay.
Okay. So Elias is basically like in the top 15 area in France right now.
And
So
top 20 in Europe.
yeah,
Top
so
20
that would
Europe.
make him
This
like
is
a
the-
top 20, 25 player in Europe. And like, okay, so my point is basically I don't like calling people like that French top players because they can have wins, but like they're not consistent at beating other top players, and they also get upset a lot. So like sometimes they're going to have really really good runs, and we know that they're capable of doing the best. So like yeah, he beat Gluto, he beat Asimo. There was a tournament in France last year where Zomba went,
Against Zomba.
and he only lost to Zomba, but he beat pretty much everyone else. And like
Okay.
we know he's capable of the best, but he's
Sure.
also capable of the worst. And like the average is not what you, in my opinion, the average is not what you would expect from a top player. But like he's really improved a lot, and I think he's one of the people who improved the most in Europe this year, or even like starting from last year. But I still wouldn't call him a top player. I think it's too soon.
We forget someone in NA, and for me is I'm mad because for me is the MIP in here is my boy Ploopy, bro. Ploopy is so good. He's so good.
Yeah, I mentioned Game and Watch players in general, and I think Game and Watch. I feel bad for Game and Watch players because everybody will always just dismiss you as just a Game and Watch player.
Because me
But, like,
exists.
Yeah, because me exists. I'm like, Ploopy, Monty, Meister's been having a little bit of a comeback lately. I think that's actually pretty cool to see like the Game and Watches doing their thing. Because like in my opinion, maybe you guys are different on this, but I think Game and Watch is like, if you're gonna say like, oh, have a category for toxic characters, Game and Watch is on the lower end of the toxic characters to me.
I don't mind. To be honest, I think he's
for us, Game Watch is top 3. The top 3 is Steve, Sonic, and Game Watch.
No, man, she's talking about the toxic characters, like right, wait, were you talking about viability or like toxicity?
No, just like if Steve, Kazuya, Sonic.
Yeah. Then,
Game
like,
Watch is the character who invalidates the most char in the game. He invalidates so much character.
like I think Game & Watch is like broken, but like broken. I think he's like top 3, but I don't think he's that toxic in terms of
Game
design.
and Watch is top 3?
Yeah, I do. Of course, I do.
Bro, I swear to God, he's top 3, bro.
Nigga, are you crazy?
No, you're crazy, bro. You're fucking crazy, bro.
Stop
Like-
it, bro.
You're crazy,
Stop
bro.
it, bro.
What the fuck?
Okay,
How can
so
you say this?
in your opinion, so
Crazy,
just
bro.
tell me. So just tell me who's better than Game & Watch in your opinion? Like
Okay,
besides
I got
Sonic
you.
and Steve.
If
got
you
you.
say Rob, I'm gone mad because Rob is carried by Zomba. Don't say bro. Don't say
Well,
Rob.
I think Rob in general is just a really good character. I don't think he's a
Be careful,
broken
bro.
character.
I love you, but I respect, but don't cross the line.
Okay. I won't say Rob because I don't have to say Rob.
Okay.
Obviously, we already know Steve,
Okay.
Sonic,
Okay.
Kazuya,
No,
Min, bro.
no.
Like Aegis. These
What?
are guys that are better
Aegis?
than Game & Watch.
No. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So my point with Game & Watch is okay. So stay with me. Take my hands. Listen to me.
Do any player really have the game? Do we have the
listen
proof?
to me.
These guys got Smash Bros. Ultimate. We got the proof of that. Do you have the game?
I feel like we're playing a different game because okay. So listen to you. You're going to have
I'm
to
listening.
tell me who plays solo Aegis. Like, okay, so basically on the same, like within the same scene, we got Mia who can win super majors with solo Game & Watch. We
E-
got
E-
Meister, who's been like a consistent top 20 player with Game & Watch. We got
Okay.
Monty,
One final-
who's going
one
to be
final
top
at Smash
50
One
with
final at
solo
Frostbite.
Game & Watch. And then we got Raflo, who's also been putting the work with Game & Watch. And then we got Ploopy,
You got
who's
Ploopy!
also on the rise with Game & Watch.
Monty make top 8 winner side.
At Genesis
Bro,
with solo Game &
Ploopy
Watch.
won a bit here. He beat Zomba. He beat Cola twice. And he beat Jazzo.
So now you're going to have to tell me
Careful, bro.
Yeah.
how many Aegis players can do that with solo Aegis? Because like my main argument for to prove that Aegis is not as broken as some people think is that like she's not a solo main character. Like
Okay.
like all the best Aegis players do play something else alongside because she's not a consistent character. Like sometimes she can do the best you'll ever see in the game, but sometimes she'll also do the worst you can see in the game because you can just throw her out of stage at 20 and then she loses her stock. So like Spargo also plays Cloud, MKLeo also plays Joker, Shuton also plays Olimar, and then the rest of the best Aegis players are just inconsistent as fuck because earlier in the year Fire got top 2 at a super major, and then we can open his super major page and you'll see that at the next ranked event that he went to was Kagaribi. He got 129th.
Yeah, he got smoked.
You
Like,
know,
come on.
Game watch, my boy, my black.
Game & Watch is consistent
my
as fuck.
brother.
You cannot
Game
get
Watch
upset with Game & Watch, bro.
It's so broken. You said that at your podcast because I look every emission you did because it's you who said that. You said at SmashCon when Spargo go to loser bracket, you move your phone, you look at the bracket and you say Mia winning this shit. You said that. Because you know Game Watch is so broken. So
Bro, Game & Watch beats Snake. Game & Watch beats Min. Bro.
Okay. Perhaps. Listen. I will concede the Aegis point. I will concede that.
Okay.
No problem there. I will not concede Min not being better than Game & Watch. I think the reason you see Game & Watches have more results than Min, Game & Watch is just way easier to play. But Min as a character is absolutely better.
That I agree with.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm fine. Okay, so listen. I'm fine with you not thinking Game & Watch is not top 3, but if you say he's not top 5, then we have a problem.
I didn't say that.
Okay. I'm good with that.
I did say that, but I concede the point that Aegis. So Game & Watch gets number 4 for me.
Okay.
Game & Watch gets number 4 for me.
Okay.
I think you overrated. I think you
that.
overrated Min a little bit. For me, Min is 5 because I think in bracket condition is you have more stress with Min than Game & Watch, and I think right now we have to acknowledge Doramigi. Since 2025, he has been the best player in the world by far.
He's been killing it, yeah. 1,000%.
If it is not only because of character, but in terms of the peak, bro, remember 2025, part 2 of Mia. Mia is a demon. He win everything. He make Doramigi cry. He make Earth play Sonic. Bro, the only man who can stop him was Akola and Spargo. If he doesn't have Akola, Spargo, he just won everything. Bro, the man won like 3 PTR in the row.
And like Riptide's grand finals was like 6 minutes.
It was pretty quick.
Like he speed ran that shit.
Yeah, he did. I mean, it's always gonna we all understand who the top between 5 and 7 characters are. The order is always gonna be debated.
Yeah, of course.
The order is always gonna be debated.
And for
I understand your point 100%.
Akola was being destroying by Earth and Doramigi since the period. He picked Game Watch.
I know. Yes.
Like this, you win, bro. First time, first goal, bro. Is Steph Curry? From the line.
You're right. He did. Game & Watch is an excellent complement character no matter
Yeah,
he works perfectly as a solo main as a complement character. So
bro.
he's probably the highest level of that combination. So you got me. You got me. You got me. All right. I'll give it up. But I'm still telling y'all, don't sleep on Aegis, man. Don't sleep
I
on
mean,
Aegis.
like, I think,
Yeah,
as I
bro,
said,
this is my fight, but
Aegis is like top 10 for sure. She's top
Yeah.
10 for sure. But the thing is, she's better as a dual main than as a solo main. So,
100%. Yeah.
so
yeah,
the thing is,
100%.
like, when she wins, you're always going to have to say, yeah, but if the player didn't play Cloud at in this set, or if the player didn't play Joker in this set, would she really have gotten that far, etc., etc.? You know, like, it's always complicated. Like, she can do the best of the best in this game. Like, she does fine against Snake, she does fine against Steve, she does fine against Sonic, etc. She has a lot of she has a lot of good relevant
PG.
matchups in the meta.
Auto-
But
yeah.
the thing is, even though she has a lot of good relevant matchups in the meta, she can also lose to anyone, even though the matchup is supposed to be good. Like, for example, I remember, like, Spargo used to pick Cloud against Leon the Bowser, even though Cloud loses to Bowser and Aegis wins against Bowser. So just because, like, Cloud is a more well-rounded character in general, he's a more consistent character in general, and, like, you'll get upset less often, I guess, than with Aegis. Even
Yeah,
though
there's
Aegis is a better character, because
Aegis.
no, go on.
No, I was gonna say Aegis is the perfect like on paper character. Like if you write down like everything Aegis should do and how Aegis should win, you're like, oh man, this character is like busted. But the problem with Aegis is the execution doesn't always go as well because you really have to create so many of those spots and openings through like just really good and solid neutral. You don't just have like a reliable like, oh, I can just kind of like mash Nair with Game and Watch or with Steve, hey, I'm gonna frustrate the shit out of you. Mine and Kazi, I've got electrics. Like there's a like, you know, Sonic Spin. There's like certain characters just have certain mechanics that just make their win con so much more consistent and better. Aegis, while very powerful, doesn't necessarily have that. And if you can't play a good neutral, you're already like playing with one hand as far as I'm concerned.
And the characters you've mentioned all have safety belts. Like, Sonic's disadvantage is awesome, like his recovery is busted. Game & Watch, like,
Very
you
good
cannot
for him,
juggle him, you cannot edge guard him. Kazuya has a surprisingly good disadvantage for super heavy. Like, I don't know why they gave him that recovery. Like, you look at Bowser, you look at Ganondorf, and then you look at Kazuya, and you're like, what were they thinking?
Something didn't add up here. Well, I'll tell you what happened. DLC.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
DLC privilege.
Yeah, but Aegis is a DLC too, but they don't have that kind of recovery. So
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
so like,
Way more
yeah,
exploitable.
they don't have that like super broken button that all of these characters have. And on top of that, if you miss your buttons, then you go off stage. And when you go off, like, bro, everyone knows how to edge guard Aegis. It's gotten to a point where like even the mid levels, if they play against Aegis, yeah, they suck on stage. But when they do send you off stage, they transform into fucking MK Leo to edge guard you. So like, you
Agreed.
cannot miss with Aegis.
1,000% agree.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's it.
Vas-y.
Last hot take, and I did every time. I think Fox is overrated.
I don't disagree with you. I think Fox is overrated. I think Light is godlike. I think Light.
We got the same book. Haha.
Okay.
You got the same book.
I think Light specifically carries that character up like two or three spots on the tier list. Like period.
I think Fox is never top 10. Never.
Never top 10.
Ah gros, même lui.
I probably have him like 9 or 10, but I can realistically see if people are like 12 or 13. That's probably where I would stand on that. But I think Light does a lot for that character, man. I mean,
Bro, I said for this level, and I respect the boy, bro. I respect with all the love, with all the respect in his category. he got the less accomplishment with his level. If you look around people who make top 10, top 15, top 20, because the bracket sometimes it can be rough, it can be it's volatile. But look at a man like Mutace. We all agree to say Light is better than Mutace. In terms of working, in terms of fluff, is better. But Mutace have some major win, some grand final at Genesis. But I think with Fox, this is not possible. I think with Fox, right now, you have to fight Steve. You have to fight Luigi. You have to fight Gamewatch. You have to fight Shoto. You have to fight Gluto. Because Gluto is one of the best players in the world against Fox. He never lost to Fox except Light. He cannot win. He cannot lose against Fox. And right now, he's on a 5 streak against Light.
It is super difficult to expect Light to be able to like win like a S tier event, because you're inevitably going to have to play. At some point, you could end up playing like 4 or 5 -2 matchups in a row. Like,
and even
that's why I say he carries the character to the success.
And even when the matchup is even, you have to play against a big top player, because we all agree to say Min and Fox is even. But so the Ramigi is the #1 player in the world. So yes, I have a matchup even. But right now, can you beat this demon?
I think he can. I think he 100% can.
You play against Sonics, it's even. But you have to play Sonics. So you're not guaranteed
when it's even, you have to just be the better player in that situation.
Yes.
All the chips are better. You have to be, and I believe he can be the better player. I've seen him do it before, plenty of times.
It's hard. But when he plays a player like Toon, he's better than Toon. But so Steve, so Fox, he lost to Susu. Susu is one of my is one of my kids in the community. With all the respect, with all the love to Susu, a good man, really a very nice, a kind player. He's top 100 in the world. Light is top 20. Do you think if you have some top 100 player in the world who can beat Akola or Mia in a top 8? I don't say in pool. When it matters most. When it matters most. Can they deliver against this guy? Can you beat Akola when the trophy is never him or the Ramigi? In a pool, okay. You can, but we know to fight this guy in a pool in a top 8 is not the same. You can upset Mia in a pool in top 24, but when you say to him, Mia, you just have to win 2 sets and you go home with the chip. Good luck, my friend.
My answer to that would be consistently, I do not believe Fox could do that. I do believe Light can do that. So I would bet on my boy against anybody in grand finals, because although again, I understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree about how difficult it is for Fox, but I know what Light is capable of. I know his mind for the game, how he approaches, how he can learn on the fly. And yes, you'll see some Steves who would not qualify as, like, in my opinion, a true top player, true top Steve. Yeah, they might get a game off, they might get a set off him, take him to game 5 last hit. It happens. But
bro, what is very shocked me is
you just gotta believe
Tweak can beat Light in a matchup. Fox Diddy Kong. So Fox destroy Diddy Kong, but Tweak can sometimes win. But do you think Tweak can beat Akola? Do you think Tweak can beat Onin? This is not possible, bro. This is not possible.
Well, On and beat themselves. But as far as the Cola
like
goes,
Carmelo, Akola, you know.
not yet. He hasn't done it yet, and he struggles versus Syrup as well. So it's it's tough. I mean, it's at the end of the day, I'm always gonna like take into account like whom you're facing. If you're facing a Steve player, you're inherently just at a disadvantage, in my opinion. So
and me, I think Luigi is not consistent at Fox, but it doesn't have this problem. In a good day,
Luigi is broken and has hell against Fox.
Broken, It's broken for Luigi, but some people are not agree. But I think it's because of his disadvantage. Is as one of the worst disadvantage of the game, Luigi. and one of the worst recovery. So sometimes it can be rough against some matchup. But in terms of bracket and pick, so we have Waka, so we have Kirarash, so we have Raru who make grand final at Kagarabi in winner side. You know my point? And this in-world is always telling me about Fox. Your character, he cannot deliver. You cannot deliver with Fox. He's not built for this.
I would say, as for what he has to go up against, I think he's done an excellent job making that character as consistent as possible.
Yeah.
But I agree with you that the matchups generally would say, like, hey, this character can't get it done when the chips are on the table. It's hard to disagree with that, considering some of these other characters out there.
I feel like
okay,
I don't disagree that Fox has a lot of hard matchups in the meta, blah 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 blah. But I feel like, and to be honest, like we have the same debate over Roy, so like like the exact same debate. I feel like Light and Cola, well, less often this year. This year they've been doing better, but sometimes there are hard matchups, but sometimes like they don't lose to hard matchups. They just lose to I would say a lack of how could I put it? So like they lose to random matchups that they haven't studied enough, or they lose to bad matchups but against players that are much worse than them. So like for example, bro, when Light loses to Just Blue, you cannot tell me it's just a Steve matchup, bro. Like, have some respect for yourself. Like, with all due respect, like, with all the respect I have for Just Blue, like, Light is just 100 times better, bro. Like, if MK Leo played Just Blue with Joker, like, Steve beats the shit out of Joker, but MK Leo wouldn't lose to Just Blue with Joker. You get the point.
Bro,
like,
time out. It's not hard as Joker as Fox. Time out, bro. Because Fox can be hit at 0 with a jab and die. Bro, time out, bro.
MK Leo wouldn't lose to a top like MK Leo wouldn't lose to a player that is
not the same difficult. Because it's hard, but I can say Leo with Joker can lose.
Then name another character. Tweak wouldn't lose to Just Blue with Diddy Kong.
I got you, bro.
No, listen. As much as I love Tweak, he sucks against Steve. He's just not.
Yeah, we have to say
it.
Tweak wouldn't lose to Just Blue with Diddy Kong, and Diddy Kong Steve sucks as a matchup. So like, I agree that the matchup is hard. I agree that the matchup is hard, but sometimes you gotta put up the work, like at least against people that are much worse than you. Like, you cannot tell me that just because this matchup is difficult, I cannot beat a player that's like not even ranked. Like, bro, what's this?
Well, I understand where you're going with that, and you're making some good points. The problem is Tweak lost to Just Blue like 2 weeks ago, bro. He lost to him at Collision 300. Steve is a fucking problem for even our greatest players. I've seen MK Leo lose to Manny in Mexico.
Yeah, but
at Dancing Steve Gym.
We got you. We got you.
I will not agree that it's not just the character sometimes. It is.
When your name is MK Leo, it's on him to lose to Manny.
Listen,
you have to respect yourself as a man. As the chef of a family, you have to respect yourself. It's on him. I can give you Sarah, I can give you Onin and Color, but I'll not give you many. It's on him. We got yourself.
Leo on this podcast like a month ago, and he was like, "Bro, losing to Manny was like one of the worst losses in his career." And he was like, "Okay, even though it's Steve, at some point I gotta put up the work." Like, bro, I'm supposed to be a top 10, top 15 character. Even though it's Steve, I cannot afford to lose to. I'm not going to say random because Manny has been doing better in his region, blah, 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 blah. But, bro, you're MK Leo. Like, and he was like, he literally said on this podcast, and we got the VODs. I can send you the link. So it's recorded, it's online. He said,
he changed his mentality.
Yeah.
After the loss against Manny, he looked at the mirror, he said, can I be proud of myself? Can I say I lost to Steve? And right since this day, he said, I'm go back to the gym. I'm go back to the work. And he putting the job on Wario because he was struggle against Gluttony. He beat him. Against Steve, he only lose to Akola. Against Kazuya, you saw what he did to Riddles. He embarrassed the
Yeah, he
boy.
embarrassed the fuck out of Riddles at like what was it again?
Two
Blink
sets in
Respawn.
a row.
No.
He embarrassed him, bro. He
And-
put in the job.
On
And
our
against Mario,
podcast,
because
he said,
remember, before-
if the Kazuya is not Riddles, I'm not losing to him. And even if it's Riddles, I'm not losing because I'm MK Leo. And he said, Steve, if it's not Akola or Carmelo, I'm not losing either. So like,
Good.
I get it. Yeah, Steve is a mess. Like Steve is he's something else. But bro, come on.
Basically what this boils down to is like, hey, if you're gonna be in that echelon of player that we think is actually just that good, then you just have to will yourself to victory. And I agree with that. I 100%. That applies to all my, like, that applies to Light, Tweak, Zamba, like Louis, like they're like, yes, if you are in that caliber of player that we're thinking of and we respect, I think yes, you just have to will yourself to win. Like Kobe, you just got to get the job done. That's it. And I agree with that. That's
Like,
very accurate. And I hope going forward that's the case.
Look what Tweak did at Kagaribi. He do an amazing job, bro. He do an amazing job. Only lost to Akola and he lost to Akola and Yora. He finished at 9th place with Solo GD Kong. He do a job.
Correct. Yeah,
bro. He was on fire. So we're not gonna flame him for lose to the best Steve in the world, who is the best Steve against GD Kong, and lose to Yora, who is the best Samus. Is a bad matchup, and Yora have some experience with some DD, and you can be. You saw what Kainbe did to Siski. He embarrassed my boy.
Not every loss is the same. We understand that. Yeah.
But like, for example, Gluto kind of had the same mentality. At some point, he was like, "Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah, whenever it's Steve, I just lost, and it's like I cannot do anything about it." And we're personally, because we know him personally, so we kind of talked to him about it, and we were like, "Bro, just do your job." Like at some point, it's your real job. Like you're being paid for it. So you have to.
It's your job.
Like you have to put up the work, because like if you were an amateur, then we wouldn't have anything to say about it. Like you're just doing it for fun, you know. But like you represent a team, they expect results from you. You're being paid a salary. This salary you're being paid comes from the wins you're supposed to get, the results you're supposed to get.
Yeah.
So he was like, okay, let's stop trolling. And, you know, Crep used to farm the fuck out of Gluto. But then, Gluto went to Kagaribi. He said, okay, let's lock in. He beat Crep
in a row.
He beat Crep, he beat Harupoyo, and I don't remember the third Steve. He beat Toon. So yeah, like Gluto is a top 20 material. Like he's not going to be top 20 this season because, you know, he's been trolling in Europe. But like, he's a top 20 material in terms of level. Everyone knows Gluto is around there. So
yeah, how good he is, of course.
So the same goes for him. Okay, we get it. Steve Warrior is hard. Sonic Warrior is hard. But yeah, at least put up some work against the lower level players. Like, we're not asking you to beat Sonics consistently because this matchup is cheeks. This matchup is like -2 or something. But for example, Gluto beats Raph at the Level Up Expo. Like, at least he can do something. Like, he's not losing to any random Sonic.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's the least we're asking from him.
And this is why, you know, in France, I am the president of the FC Gavin Twink. like in NA, you are the president of FC Mkaleo. Me, I am you talking to the president of Twink.
Respect.
Twink is my father's spiritual. This is the guy who brought me in Smash. This is the guy who make me fall in love, because right now I'm in love of Smash Bros. Ultimate. But when I'm not sleeping in the night for looking his run, I put my sons on the bed. I put my wife on the bed. I said to her, baby, Twink is playing. I'm very sorry. Maybe tomorrow. So you go to sleep with the kids. And I saw him to scrub, with all the respect. to Steve, who I'll be a scrub in this game, who I can be. I'm mad, bro. I'm like, bro, you capable to win super major. You come back, Sonics 3-1. You have win so much thing, but you cannot win against local Steve because you play GD Kong. You should be ashamed of yourself. You can be ashamed because that's your job. So imagine tomorrow you bring your car to a garage and the guy say, bro, I cannot fix your car. Nigga, that's your job. That's your job. That's your job. You pay for this. That's your job, bro. No, bro. The some lost. He pissed me off. He pissed me off, bro. He pissed me off.
I love that, and I think with that, we remember this particular conversation, and we revisit this at the end of the year and compare if these players started doing their job. Like we run this back in like December, and we're like, okay, remember our talk on the 7th of July? What have they done since then? Who have they lost to?
You know what I need for
I
the
think
end
that'd
of
be
the
very
year?
funny.
I need to have one European player in top 10 and like 4 NA player. Because this season I think we're gonna have 7 or 8 Japanese, because I think in the top 10 of NA we got Spargo, we got Zamba, Sonics, and after is only Japanese player because Leo need more attendees at major, forgot some points, so I think he's gonna finish at 11th place because it was really against about him, Mia and Yura, and you saw Mia just, bro, he just run, and Yura won a major last week, so it might be, I think, too late for Leo to be top 10 at the first 6 months, but after, bro, I need tweak.
And that's fine.
Leo come back. I need crap moving top 10 because this is not possible. This is not possible for Japanese to continue to beat them, to come to the house. Because in Europe, me and Sirknight, we very vocal because we say to player, you're not ashamed. EO pay these guys to come. This guy come to Paris, we visit, we eat croissant,
they're basically having free holidays. Plus, they're earning money from a free trip.
Money.
Like, bro,
free trip. They take your money. They come back at NA. They do shopping. They go to Louis Vuitton. They go to Chanel to back some back to their wife. To give to Mama. This is the kishta. Take the money like Drake here. Mama, this is for you. It's coming for friends. The money is safe. It's safe. The money is safe. I want it. You should be ashamed, a European player, to let these guys. And when they come to the country, he say, we got history when it's matter crowd and a player are better. But it's going to change, bro.
Yeah.
I swear.
100%.
hopefully it is.
Talk to Light, because I like the mentality of Light today, because talk to him, bring this man to my country. So UFA or Smash Mania.
I will look into to put a bow on everything because I do have to get going. But
because
I have UFA and Smash Mania written down in September.
Yeah.
It is going to be my personal, because I'm sure you're going to get some Japanese players going to go over there either way. It is my personal goal to get at least 5 top NA representatives over to you guys. That's good because because after Smash Mania or UFA is done, I want to come back on here and I want to revisit and talk about those
You
results.
will be our guests. You will be our guests.
After King of Field, we say right now, European player, especially France, we're ready, bro. We know we can bet, Brie. We can bet. We can bet. If your guy come, we're ready, bro.
Okay,
we're ready. We're waiting for this. We're training for this, bro.
Just remember you said this. That's all I want you to do. Just remember you said this.
The blood on the floor will be you. Will be you, bro. It will be your blood.
We will be flying high, my brother. We will be flying high and taking over that venue in that tournament. Just be prepared, all right? Just be prepared.
All right. I don't have anything else to say. So I don't know, Negato, if you have still something to say, because
No, no.
otherwise I think we're just going to stop here. EE, it was an amazing moment. I'm really glad you accepted an invitation, and I
Yeah,
really
for
hope
sure.
we'll have you again after UFA and Smush Mania
Yes, mark it
to
down.
have a recap of those two tournaments. I'm not sure any players will be unable to win these, but I hope they will be. I hope they won't win, but I wouldn't be as confident as him. But let's hope I'm wrong. Yeah, let's just hope
I
I'm wrong.
I think you never know what can happen, and I think that's what makes this game so great.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I really
This
am
is the best
determined
game, bro.
to see some people over there, especially like because you pointed out they're back to back weekends. That's excellent. So
Mm,
we'll see what happens. I'll do my best on this end,
mm.
and we will either way. We'll revisit this after and see who has the bragging rights. It'll be good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going
Thank you.
to Red's another
Thank you for
channel.
coming, EE, and
Mm,
thank you for your job, what you do in NA environment to bring some people after tournament, to make a podcast, to talk about the game, about the community, to review. Thank you, bro, for the job. You
mm.
No
make an
doubt. Thank
amazing
you,
job.
guys.
The Light Out team, shout out to Light Out team, to Cosmos, to Light, to everyone.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
much love,
Thank you for everything
guys.
you do to the community.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I hope we'll be, well, I hope we'll laugh just as much for the next stream we have together, you know? That's
I will,
We'll
it.
make it work.
bro, to the French guy, I will come back after FIFA Smash Mania with the shirt of the blood of any player. I will put the same shirt with the blood. You know, it's what blood is. It's his brother. Blood.
All